Well, good morning, everyone. Looks like it's 8 o'clock already. Welcome, everyone. I am online today, and Donna Lisa is going to be handling most of that on the in-person. My name is Tracy Irby, and I am the director at the Center for Women Entrepreneurs.
Tracy, you're muted.
And again, so happy that all of you are here. I've noticed online that we have several brand new people here as well, so I want to welcome you for those that are here for the first time. But if you aren't familiar with us, the James Nelson Institute for Women's Leadership at Texas Women's University is dedicated to preparing more women to take on successful roles in business and public service. Our 3 specialized centers provide women with the education to establish executive level careers, the skills for building entrepreneurial businesses, and the framework to run for public office. We have our staff, we have Donna Lisa Stinyard, our associate director, is in person. Kimberly Nielsen is our statewide program director, and she's helping guide everybody online. And we have Barbara Ranke as well, and she'll be watching, monitoring Facebook for us. So as it's time for introductions in the room, I'm going to let Donna Lisa take over at this point. Glad y'all are here.
All right, so for those of you that are online, you can go ahead and put your name and business stuff in the chat, and then we're going to go around the room. And so I won't put Hannah on the spot since she's at the front. So Jessica, can we start back there with you? And if you'll just stand up, share a little bit about yourself and your business, and we'll just go down the line.
Hi, my name is, excuse me, my name is Jessica DeLeon. I live in Denton, and I'm trying to start a website about time management. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. Happy New Year. I am Ann Morgeson. My ministry is as a health coach. I empower individuals to reclaim their health and keep that off and just help them create a healthy lifestyle. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Jennifer Anamia, and I'm a student and hoping to one day own a fashion business. Hi, I'm Hannah Polk-Lawson. I'm owner of Well Culture Counseling, an employer of therapists here in Texas.
Perfect. Hi, my name is Dr. Brenda Atchison. I am a college professor and a small business coach, and I live in Shady Shores, Texas.
Good morning, everyone. My name is May, last name Barry, licensed professional counselor, Embrace Counseling Service in Louisville.
Hey everyone, good morning. My name is May, short for Maylin. I am a business major. I'm a student. I'm hoping to go into owning a small business, but right now I'm just an independent contractor.
Hi guys, good morning. I'm Kayla Fox. I'm a social work student at UMT, and I work at a local nonprofit children's museum called Explorium. So myself and my coworkers and here we're looking to broaden our knowledge.
Awesome, well, welcome. Cindy?
Yes, hi, I'm Cynthia Thomas, and I am an independent facilitator with Love and Logic, the Love and Logic way for parents, and so I do parenting classes, and I'm excited to be here, and I live in Fort Worth, Keller area.
I'm logged into the, good morning, everybody. I'm Helen Price. I am a fitness, nutrition, and life coach with Healthy Fit. We design and deliver workouts. I deliver those on Zoom, and I have an on-demand fitness channel. I am also a volunteer leader for the American Businesswomen's Association. We are a networking group for anyone who interacts with women, not just women. We do have some male members, but it's a great networking group. We have 3 leagues in the Dallas metro area, and I would love to invite all of you to a free, your first time, to come and check us out and do some additional networking and maybe use some of the tools that we're going to learn in today's workshop.
Hi, everyone. My name is Amanda. I own Hawthorne Hills. We are a pretty building with an amazing view right off 380. We do everything from birthday parties, training, workshops, and of course, lots of weddings. So if you ever need an escape from Denton, just about 10 minutes down the road, let me know. I'd love to have you out and we'll have some coffee.
Hi, I'm Heather Walker. I'm the owner of Bright Smiles by Heather. I have a private studio here on the Denton Square, and I do professional teeth whitening. Good morning. My name is Crystal. I'm with Swag Angels, and we're here to help you brand your business for any budget, from $10 all the way to 10,000. Love that. But we're here to help you out with anything from putting your logo on just some hats, some shirts, some microfibers, koozies, posters, you name it. We got it. I'm Crystal with Swag Angels, and we're here to ensure your promotional product experience is heavenly.
She has a love date. Sorry, I have to see everyone. My name is Samantha Cutler. I'm the owner operator of Heavenly Tailored Sweets, a custom bakery right here in Denton, right off the freeway. We specialize in custom cakes, cupcakes, cookies, cake pops, cinnamon rolls, and lots of other things that don't start with a C. For all your baking needs, whether it's weddings, birthdays, holidays, or I just have to have sweet tooth days. So again, Samantha with Heavenly Tailored Sweets. And this is my sous chef, Abigail.
Hi, my name is Veronica Romero, and I'm from Pro Legal Mediation Center for divorces, for all those people that want to save attorney's fees. We could resolve everything on the mediation on one single day. So this is Veronica. Thank you.
Good morning, my name is May Lee, and I'm the CEO and founder of Millionaire Mindset for Women. I'm a coach, and I run a master class to help empower women through their mindset for greater wealth. I believe that everyone is better off if they have some extra money in their account and they can do things for themselves or for the families or the causes they believe in. And I believe that everyone from all walks of life, whether you're a small business owner, an employee, or an entrepreneur, if you're interested in expanding your mindset for wealth, that's where it all begins.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Hannah. I'm the owner of Handsome Photo. We are a full service production company, and we just made a fifth brand for weddings specifically called Modern and More Wedding Films.
I just want to go. No, because we'll introduce you.
All right, so
Thank you so much, everyone, for introducing yourself. And just as a quick reminder, when you registered, you were asked a question if your information wanted your information to be shared with other participants. So for those of you that are online and want to meet somebody here that's in person and vice versa, you'll be able to do that through that. That list goes out when we send out the replay and everything else. So without further ado, I would like to introduce our speaker for today. Cindy Thurk moved from Boston in 2017 after being set up on a blind date with her now husband.
Story's coming.
She founded CM Promotions within 3 months of being in Texas, and the company has expanded into more than she has ever imagined. We've been watching her on Instagram, and yes, it has. She's done a fantastic job. She has leveraged the power of networking to grow CM Promotions to a team of 9, and her company has planned over 150 weddings this year. So without further ado, Cindy.
Awesome, thank you.
When we'll put the slides back up here. Yep, 1 minute here.
Thank you, everyone, for sitting on this side of the room so I'm not blinded by the sun.
You would think that I do this a million times and you get it right.
That's fine. It's calming because I'm not tech savvy myself, so it's starting off.
Everybody has problems with the Zoom.
Yes, yes. Tell me when you want me to test my camera.
I also don't have a clicker at home, so when I was rehearsing, I was just walking up and tapping the mouse and walking back and tapping the mouse, so.
Okay, there we go. Okay, you're good to go.
Okay, perfect. Okay, good morning, everyone, in person and on Zoom. I am super, super excited and happy to be here. Today, we're gonna talk about how to learn how to grow networking, love networking, and how it's gonna help you grow your business. So the introduction was honestly perfect. I won't add a ton, but I'm originally from Boston, Massachusetts. I've been here for 6 years now. And my background's in corporate real estate events. So that's kind of how I got into the event industry. And funny story, I started my business out of spite because no one would hire me here, or I couldn't find a job that I was like fully loved, and I knew that I was qualified to do what I wanted to do. So I started my business. And since over the past 5 years of growing CM Promotions is how we've been able to grow and scale and get so many referrals, but it took 1 year. Like 1 year of networking to book one wedding. We founded and launched our business in December of 2017 and booked our first wedding in December of 2018. So this is not an overnight thing. I remember hearing over and over again, people used to say, you just need one person to trust you. And I'm like, where is that one person? Like, when are they going to contact me? But building relationships and networking with people in this room and people in different vendor associations has helped a ton. My blind date here in Texas, my aunt and uncle used to actually live in Carrollton. They've since moved back to the Massachusetts area, but my uncle and Joe lived together. So I was here completely work related. And my uncle's like, you should go out to dinner with someone. I'm like, oh God. But I went out to dinner, and 6 months later, I packed my car, quit my job, and drove to Texas, and I haven't looked back since. So I feel like when you know, you know. Okay, why am I qualified to talk about this? I kind of just told you a couple different things. We've built a team through networking. So a lot of the ladies that you see here, if you're looking for, and everyone had like awesome elevator pitches, and we'll talk about that as well. But if you're looking for someone new to work on your team, you're a subcontractor, that might be a great way to network and to grow. So we've built our team, we've gotten referrals throughout Denton. My goal this year is to expand into corporate events. And then I want every venue in DFW, not just Denton. That's where I'm comfortable, that's where I started. But now that I'm comfortable in Denton, I want to be outreaching and going to different areas. So everything that I'm talking about today are things that I'm like actively doing in my business currently. Okay, so this is what we'll cover. Mindset and opportunities, how to take advantage and set yourself apart, and then actionable tips to master networking. Okay, networking never stops. I didn't know if I should share this story or not, but if I'm walking to the Denton Square, right? If me and my husband are walking to Beth Marie's and I see someone taking their engagement photos, I'm stopping. I'm giving them a business card. I'm not hardcore pitching them right there on the Denton Square, but I have a solution to a problem that they may have, right? I want to just give them a business card. One of the things when I worked for the real estate company was we were required to carry a book. Real estate marketing for dummies, how to buy a duplex, multifamily commercial investing, any type of book. We brought it to the grocery store, to the dentist, to the doctors. And that is how the network of investors grew so much, because everyone in our company had a book at all times. So I would put the book down. The dentist would say, oh, are you a real estate investor? I said, no, I actually am not. I plan the local events, but I can connect you with people. Are you looking to get into real estate? Everybody wants to know what you do. So it's just a conversation starter. I talk about my work all the time. My husband calls it a fault, but I'm passionate about it. And I feel like you can sense that passion. So I'm always telling people what I do. Okay, this was just a funny meme that I saw. So for me personally, when I started my business, I was working a lot. And I really feel like whether you're a business owner, entrepreneur, or you have a 9-to-5, there's going to be stages in your business where you have to hustle, right? Like everyone has to hustle. And for me, I want to make the best use of my time. So I want to get the most out of networking when I'm networking. I want to be present with Joe when I'm with Joe. When I'm working out, I want to be present working out. The time management, I'm very interested to know more in time management. I feel like we all want to manage our time better, get more out of what we do, and make more money. Okay, so mindset and opportunities. Networking is hard, okay? It is hard. Sometimes I sit in a car if I'm going to an event and I'm like, oh, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. Like, I'm not in the mood. You have to be in the mood, and we'll go through how to psych yourself up and what to do. But for me personally, especially for CM Promotions, wanting to grow into the corporate world, I want to be in a room of people I don't know. I feel like there's two types of networking. There's social networking and there's professional networking. And I want to be going and mingling with people that I don't know before. It's uncomfortable, but I truly believe that that's how you grow as a person and as a business, by stepping outside of your comfort zone. If you come and you sit with the people that you know and you're consistently going to the events with those same people and you're not reaching out or expanding your network, how are you going to grow? Weddings specifically, we don't have a lot of repeat clientele. That's not the goal. Maybe we have bridesmaids or groomsmen or people that are getting married or referring us, but I want to be surrounding myself with people, and I want to be in groups where they're trying to grow and level up their business. Okay, so everyone might have a different mantra, and I don't know if everyone here believes in mantras. I have a couple that I say every morning. One of them is I say yes to things that serve me. I work hard, I deserve to rest. God is leading me to great things. But when I am in the car or before this event, I'm like, I think of the movie Cool Runnings, where he's looking in the mirror and he's getting ready to go talk to his dad about staying back. He's not flying home with his dad. He's staying here and he's going to compete in the Olympics. And he looks and he's like, I see pride. I see power. Like, that's what I tell myself. If I need to get into the mindset, I open up my rearview mirror and people are like, oh my gosh, what is this girl doing? But internally, I want to be in the right mindset. I want to be like, I'm putting on my networking pants. I want to get in there. I want to make the best use of my time while I'm there. We'll talk about setting goals and setting intentions, but it's hard to do. So telling yourself, my cousin did a TED Talk not too long ago, and he basically said the power of the spoken word. He has two twin sons, and every night when he puts them to bed, he says, you're smart, you're brave, you're going to change and impact millions of lives. I love you. You can do anything you want. You can say anything you want. You can be who you want to be. And he's like, I want to fill them with so much positive that they hear one negative thing at school and it just goes right out of their head. I feel like I do that to myself internally. I'm like, Cindy, you're going to kill this event. You're going to do such a great job. You're going to make 2 positive connections. You're going to take two people out to coffee. I set the mindset and the intention ahead of time. So that set the goal, and then you're doing more than most. So just the fact that you're here right now in person or on Zoom, you're doing more than the people that are still in bed right now. You're here to grow your business, to make new connections. So you're already doing more than most, and that deserves a round of applause already. Okay, this picture was just funny as well, and we'll go through some different sayings and things for introverts or people. I'm not a shy person. I'm really, really not, and a lot of you that know me personally know that, but it's hard sometimes, and you have to be in the mood to do it. So we'll kind of go over what that looks like. Again, you're going to be going to an event is already setting you apart from the people that aren't going to be at that event. So already it's a step in the right direction. Okay, strength in numbers, bringing a friend, getting outside of your comfort zone, having a signal. So when I was in a sorority in college, not every conversation, this was in a sorority, but this is just in life and in general, not every conversation goes great, right? Sometimes it's awkward, or you're like, oh, I don't know if I want to connect with this person. Is it going well? So bringing a friend and having a signal, ours used to be this. So if I did this, any one of my Gamma Phi Beta sisters would walk over and be like, okay, this conversation has come to a halt and someone needs to come in and help me, right? Have a signal with your friend, or we'll go over a couple things that you can say when you're trying to get out of a conversation as well. But just this is just a nice natural way. You don't want to have to pull your ear or do some type of weird coaching symbol, just a nice conversation. And that's like hey, I'm having a little trouble with this conversation. I don't know if it's the best benefit for me. I need a friend to come in and save me. It's also helpful when you go to an event for the first time to bring, like, you two work together, coworkers going together, sharing together, making connections. You can divide and conquer during the networking hour and then come back together during the lunch portion and be like, oh my God, this is the person I met. Let me go introduce you to this person. It's like strength in numbers going to an event. Okay, set intentions. So I'll show you what we'll go this is what a calendar looks like for me, right? So this is a Chamber of Commerce mixer that I'm going to. My goals is to make 2 connections for potential corporate events, invite 1 person to coffee, and send 5 follow-up email conversations that I set valuable. So my entire team can see this right here. Like, one of my goals this year for the company is to grow the corporate side. So everyone knows, like, I'm committing to 2 events a week. 2 events a week, and I want to make a connection. I would rather have a genuine connection with 2 people at an event than hand out my business card to 15 people at an event, right? It's a relationship business. We're all networking. What's the quote? That you don't network with each other, you network through each other, right? So all of us know someone potentially that could help. I might know a client for Hannah. I might know a venue owner. I want to know about time management. Like, I'm a potential client for you. I want to know more about your business. So set intentions. These are just examples. Like, maybe I'm looking for a rental partner. The Chamber of Commerce, I'm a Chamber of Commerce member, and we'll go over the different events. But sometimes I go there and I'm like, hey, listen, I think we have a foundation leak. Is there any foundation people here? Like, if you have a problem at home or something that you're working with, go there looking for a purpose. What are you trying to get out of the goal, rather than just walking into the room, walking around? Know what you want to get out of that. Are you looking to make connections? Are you looking to grow your team? Everyone's elevator pitch. It was interesting listening to everyone's pitch. Some people are looking for, like, I've stood up before and said, hey, I'm looking to grow our team. I'm looking for lead planners. If you're engaged, this is what I'm looking for. Everyone has say, my name is XYZ, I do XYZ, and you can help me by XYZ. Sending me referrals. You can help me by, if somebody's in the market for a new home, if somebody wants to get fit for the new year, if somebody has an activity for their children, whatever it is that you're trying to do. Okay, opportunities. I am late for everything, literally everything. However, when I go to a networking event for the very first time, I want to be early.
Yeah.
Because the people that are there early are the committee members, are the board, and I want people to know it's my first time. I want to be like, hey, I'm Cindy, it's my first time here. Do you have any pointers? Is there anybody you can introduce me to? The first chamber event that I went to when I moved here was the chili cook-off at the Toyota, Mazda, Chevy, whatever the truck place was. And it was very different than the chamber events in Boston. There was beer in, like, trash barrels, there's Outback Steakhouse grilling, and in Boston, we're in heels and we're like very fancy corporate. And I register and they're like, who are you with? And I'm like, Cindy McIntyre, free agent, nice to meet you. Like, I'm available. I want to talk to everyone. And I said, I just moved here. I don't have a job. I was a member of the chamber in Boston. I'm trying to get connected. And the woman, and I wish I could remember her name, like, took me around and introduced me. Oh, okay, perfect. You used to work in real estate. Let me introduce you to this person and this person. And then I collected their cards so I could follow up. The people that are there first are going to know the roster. You can also, going back to setting intentions, a lot of the registrations are online. The people that have registered, the Women in Business, we're currently going through the certification for Women in Business. The certification for every event or the company name is online. So I know that Chase Bank is going to be there. I know that Barracks Banks, all these different banks that I want to talk to are going to be there. So I can set my attention ahead of time. That's who I want to talk to. Those are the people that I want to connect with. Invite a friend, sit with someone new, and then volunteer at a check-in table. I'm a chamber ambassador and I love the chamber. But selfishly, I'm the chamber ambassador because I want to be the front line. If there's a new business that's coming into Denton, I want to be right there welcoming you. I want to give you my business card. I want to be taking your ticket at the luncheon door and walking you to your table, hearing a little bit about your story. I want you to remember me at the beginning for being like, wow, she was so welcoming at the beginning. She was so helpful. Okay, taking advantage and setting yourself apart. Okay, be present. This is something that we always talked about as well in the corporate world, but I feel like it just happens right now, is active listening, right? Show that you are involved. Networking is a relationship business, right? This is a human to human connection that you're making with someone. So show genuine interest. Put away your phone. That's your Apple Watch. Oh, hold on one second. I'm just going to get to this. That doesn't make you feel warm and fuzzy inside. We're having a genuine conversation, and I potentially could have clients for you. You could have clients for me. We're going to do business through each other. So you want to make that person feel like you're fully present in that conversation. You're listening to them, repeating what they're saying, using their name. We'll go over that in just a second. But active listening is a way of listening and responding to another person that improves mutual understanding. So it's a two-way conversation. There was something in here about, I forget the presenter that talked about listening, and you had to say whether you circled certain things. And she said there was some statistic about listening is 90% of the conversation is listening or something. I forget. Don't quote me. It's not. You can just click it if we have to. Okay, these are networking do's. All right, first one, I'm just gonna throw it out there. There might be some controversy about shaking their hand. I feel like that exudes confidence, right? So, hey, have you met my friend Hannah? Hi, I'm Hannah. Hi, nice to meet you. I'm Hannah. I own Hands Family Photo. What do you do? Those have two completely different interactions, right? It shows confidence. Reach out and shake their hand. They're a business that you could work with, that could refer you. Reach out and shake their hand. Use their name. Name tag, get a name tag. I have mine right here. This was, I think, on Zazzle.com is how we got them. But a professional name tag that I keep in my car, the Chamber Ambassador has one. When you go to networking events, have a name tag that has your logo on it. They have them in wooden and plastic and all different types, but then I can read, May, it was so great to chat with you. Cynthia, if you look at their name tag, I do that at the grocery store all the time. Someone's bagging my groceries. I'm like, thank you so much, Patrick. He's like, I'm like, you're wearing a name tag. But when you use someone's name, it makes them feel like you're paying attention. You're surrounding them. It's like that, wow, oh my God, you actually know me. You're paying attention and staying focused. Oh, next thing, thank you. Okay, networking do nots. Okay, do not be, next slide, this person. Okay, so I mentioned this at the beginning. I would rather have, if I'm going to a networking event for an hour, I would rather have 3 genuine 20-minute conversations than hand my business card to 20 people, right? Everyone knows there's always the person at the networking event that walks around and says, here you go, here you go, here you go. They don't even know my name. They don't even know what I do. They did not ask anything about me. Why do I want to do business with someone that's not going to show any genuine interest? We want to have like a mutually exclusive relationship, right? Expecting you will get one business deal or referral right away. I'm guilty of this myself. And I feel like if we're in a niche industry or anybody that's looking for a specific type of clientele, you need to know someone that's getting married, right? To work with me. Like, everyone knows someone, but then you need to be able to afford us. You need to be local to the Denton area. We want to be familiar with your venue. There's a lot of things. So I can't expect every single event I'm going to go and come out and be like, I'm going to send a contract when I get home. Don't you worry. That's never happened. That has never once happened to me. But their referrals constantly staying top of mind allows them to remember you, so that that's what's gonna set you apart. They're gonna remember you over the next person. So when they think of, oh, my son's getting married, who's that wedding planner that's always at those events? Boom, Cindy's that wedding planner. And then talking the entire time. Again, this goes back to the active listening, but you wanna make it a two-way conversation. Oh, sweet. Okay, be a team player. So I always want to know, especially when you're networking in the wedding industry, there's a lot of groups specifically for wedding professionals, right? There's a Society of Wedding Professionals, the Vendors Association, and I'm actively networking with DJs, venue owners, hair and makeup artists, photographers. I want to know what's working in their business. If a real estate agent is at a business real estate luncheon, how are they getting their referrals? What's been their highest lead of traffic? Don't you want to know specifically how other people in your industry are getting their leads? What are they looking for? How can you help them? Position yourself as an asset. Again, if you have a solution to a problem that they have, you're an asset to them. They might not need your services right now, but they might down the line. Position yourself as an asset. Okay, actionable tips to master networking. Consistent action creates consistent results. Okay, so these are just a couple that I've looked at, and I'll show you. We'll go over here actually. So every Sunday, I go to Facebook, my homepage, I go to events, and I click on professional networking, and I see all the events that come up. There is the Point Bank Breakfast, the Denton Chamber. This is a lot of you here. Eventbrite is probably how you heard about this, or on Facebook. This on the left-hand side over here is through Eventbrite. You can type in your zip code. These are online events. Some of them are evenings. You could have breakfast, lunch, and dinner for free in Denton and networking events. If you are hungry, you let me know. I'll tell you all the great spots to go. But honestly, and you can pick and choose, and I'm not telling you to go to them all, but find one or two and sign up for an event. You do not have to go to them all. A lot of times I feel for my business right now, even like committing to 2 hours or 2 networking events a week, that's drive time. That's time I have to follow up in addition to all the other tasks, the business tasks I have to get created. So don't overwhelm yourself. Don't tire yourself out, but pick an event and sign up for it for sure. So these are different ones. All of these are free. Denton Chamber of Commerce, anybody can attend the mixer. Point Bank, they have a business breakfast once a month, once a week, I believe, at different Tuesday. Oh, it's next Tuesday? Sweet, yes, and we've been recently invited to a networking event by our friend Kelly here. Point Bank has several different branches, and what I love about these specific events, like the Point Bank, is you get to stand up and have your elevator pitch. So usually I'm taking notes and saying, oh my gosh, okay, I want to talk to Amanda, I want to talk to Hannah, I want to talk to Carla. All of these people, I jot their names down so that after we do the elevator pitch and we hear from the presenter, that I can go over and walk up to that person. That's my intentions ahead of time. I want to go make a connection. I want to go get their business card. I want to follow up with them. Okay, so for any more introverts, people that are going for the first time, okay, these are a couple quick phrases that you can say. If you walk into the chamber luncheon, for example, the tables in the middle are reserved for Peterbilt and Texas Women's University and all of these different places, but their open seating is all around. So you walk in, you get registered, you meet Cindy at the door. She's so helpful. She walks you to your table, and then you walk in. Is this seat taking? Do you mind if I sit down? That's just such an easy way. You're coming alone, or maybe you're coming with a friend. If you're coming with a friend, once you get comfortable networking, everyone on my team knows they are not to sit together. You are to divide and conquer. We're going to big rooms and big events, and I want you to sit. You can network, you can drive together, carpool together, but you should sit at different tables. I want them to make the most out of the experience, especially when it's an event that's within your industry, right? What do? Ask everyone. That's like the number one thing. When you sit down on an airplane, right? And you say, oh, are you traveling to Boston or do you live in Boston? Oh no, traveling to Boston. Oh, what do? Is that not the next conversation that always comes up? That's like networking never stops. Have I ever booked a wedding on an airplane? Not yet, but it's on the agenda. You know what it's on the agenda. I feel like it's just a small conversation. Once you sit down, once you join a group, hey, do you mind if I join you? Do you mind if I join you? This works whether you're sitting down, whether you're in an event and everyone's standing around and there's cocktail tables and there's, hey, do you mind if I join you? If I walk up to these 3 ladies right here and they're in the middle of a conversation and I say, do you mind if I join you? No one has ever told me no. No, we're all set. We're actually talking amongst ourselves. Thank you. Right? It's gonna show I'm confident enough to walk up and join their conversation. And then I'm like, oh, I don't mean to interrupt. And so what do y'all do? And then Hannah tells me what she does and May tells me what she does. And I'm like, perfect, let me tell you what I do. And now we've started the conversation. And then this is my first time. Any pointers? I say that all the time. I went to an event recently where they give you the badges, the name, and you have a little, like, they're like, this person's a board member, this person's a, 3-year, and mine was like first timer, potential member. I'm like, hey everyone, come find me. Like, I want to maybe join your organization. So everyone, board members, the president is like, hey, how's the event been for you so far? I'm like, oh my God, I love it. The speaker was awesome. I really got to meet with her. I got to ask questions. It was so beneficial. Hey, is there any pointers? Like, tell me what another question I ask is, tell me what this organization has done for you. If I'm going to pay for a membership, I want to know, has it grown your business? Again, I'm not looking for social hour networking. And that is a perfect way to start. That really is. There's a ton of happy hours where they're low key and you can just go and mingle. I want to go to a networking event, learn something, a golden nugget to grow my business, expand my team, make more money, scale, CM promotions. I want to be able to come home from that event, open up my laptop and implement what someone taught me or what someone learned, right? That's just how I feel like I want to make the best use of my time. So any pointers? You have been a member. You've been to this event before. What can you tell me? Who do I need to meet? What do I need to do? And then if the conversation's going well, you're chatting and you're like, wow, I'm really clicking with this person. We're networking here. We're loving it. Ask them what other groups they're a member of. What other associations do they go to? Where are they getting their inquiries or clients? What are they currently reading? I ask everybody what they're currently reading. Part of me, because I want to know, I love Colleen Hoover. I don't ever tell people I'm reading Colleen Hoover. No, I'm reading Clockwork by Mike Michalowicz. That sounds much more professional, don't you think? Even though I've read 2 Colleen Hoover books and the time it's taken me to read 4 chapters of Clockwork, it just depends. But then you can talk about, like, Clockwork specifically is a book about building businesses and time management. And the overall premise of the book is to figure out your QRB, your queen bee role of your business. And every single person in your company or in your business should be working towards that QRB. That's all I know of the book so far. And people are like, wow, oh my God. And I'm like, wait till I get to chapter 5, y'all. It's crazy, but it makes, I want to be around, and that goes back to the quote, I want to be around like-minded people that want to grow. And I want to know what you're reading. How is business working for you? Okay, difficult situations, right? So we've all been in them. Again, we have our signal that we can use, right? If we're needing to get out of a conversation, oh my gosh, it's been great chatting with you. I just got to go chat with Heather over there. Thank you so much. I don't feel bad leaving a conversation if it's not valued to me. My time is very valuable. I'm not going to be rude. I'm not just going to walk away. I'm not going to say anything negative. But if I don't feel like it's beneficial to me, and I'm not going to say, hi, Hannah, and I say, no. I'm going to let the conversation flow for a little while. But if I don't feel like I'm getting value or someone's doing all the talking, they haven't let me get a word in, and all that they're doing is trying to sell me their window cleaning services, right? I'm like, no, I don't need that right now, actually. Thank you so much. So that's one word. I don't want to take up all your time. It was great chatting with you. Thanks so much. I'm going to head around and mingle some more. Oh, I am actually going to get myself a glass of water. I'm going to go grab a coffee, but it was great chatting with you. It was great chatting with you. It doesn't have to come off mean, but your time is valuable. You want to be networking with the best people. Okay, follow-ups. So somebody in our meeting said this, not this exact quote, and I actually think she made it herself because I can't find it online, but it says going the extra mile is never crowded, right? So you would not believe the amount of times that I meet someone at a networking event, and I'm guilty of it too. We get busy, life gets hectic. I just recently did this as I was working on this presentation. I was like, shoot, I never followed up with Embassy Suites. I was supposed to send them the link to the event that I'm going to. And I was like, hey, so sorry for the delay, hashtag holiday light, you know, like making it fun and punny. But I remembered, like I did remember, it took me a little while, but send an email, send a recap email, and we'll kind of go over some samples as well. Invite them out for coffee, let them know how you can help. Following up, it's how, we'll talk about the network of 90 here in just a minute as well, but that's what sets you apart. How many times do you, I'm guilty of it, I get business cards, I put them in one side of my sleeve, and then my purse tips over in my car, and I just grab them and I put them in the cup holder, and then I'm like, ooh, no, every single day I grab them and I reach out. I write a note if I'm meeting with someone. Erica's not here, but she's from the Horses Act. They own like a horse throwing venue. We were at a recent networking event. She's like, oh, I would love, it was this breakfast actually, maybe not this one, but another one. And I'm like, oh, send her the TWRISE. Or like CM Promotions is going through the certification process to be women-owned business. I learned about that here. I've told so many women-owned businesses, hey, you should apply to that. So when I get home and I follow up, I send them the link. Hey, this is WeBank. This is how you apply. This is what the process has been like so far. Let me know if you have any questions. It takes me 5 minutes to do, but they feel like I'm invested in them, right? It's a human connection. Okay, so this is an example of and I actually got this email. I don't remember if I met this person or not. And we do get these a lot, and I don't know if anyone else can relate, but there's nothing personal about this email. This is like, instead of a cold call, this is a cold email, right? Hey, this is what I do in DFW. I'd love to work with you. Thanks so much. Bye. Like, I'm not going to put my trust in this person I've never met before. I don't know their work. They're not a referral from someone. If like Hannah and Amanda are in my industry, Samantha, if they give me a referral, I'm going to be like, okay, perfect. I trust them. I trust this person, right? This is just a cold email. They didn't use my name. And my email is cindy@cmpromotions.co. Okay. We do have a weddings email, which is fine. I understand. Hey, CM Promotions team, but Cindy@CM Promotions. I don't know. I'm pretty sure my name's Cindy. Okay. So this was a follow-up. This was recently the lunch. I've met this is a catering company, right? And they just booked a really, really big corporate account. And they told me about it at a recent event that we were at. And I'm like, oh my God, that's so exciting. I would love to like pick your brain. I want to know how you did that. I'm super happy for you. So we went to lunch. We followed up. She's building her team. We talked about how managing a team is when everyone's working remote, and how she best manages their time without being a micromanager and all of these different things. And she was like, hey, this American Marketing Association, I think is what it is. She was telling me about this meeting that's upcoming. So, hey, great seeing you last week. I haven't been to an AA meeting for a while, but I'm still on their mailing list. See below for their next happy hour. Like, we already went to lunch. She already gave me all this value, but now she's sending a quick follow-up email saying, hey, come to this next event that I'll be at. I think it could be beneficial to what you need. These are the things that's like, I will remember her. Of course I'm going to remember her. She's going to be in my life. We're going to do an event together, manifesting it. But it's just beneficial. It's what sets you apart. Does anybody know or schedule emails through their email system? Okay, do you do that for clients? Do you do that for networking? What do you all use scheduling emails for? Employees. Okay, we use, this was like Monday morning. When did I do this? Yeah, or maybe it was Sunday night. I don't remember. Because this one was supposed to go out Monday the 9th. So like, at any given time, I probably have like 5 to 15 scheduled emails to go out, right? So from a planner's perspective, if my client says, oh, I'm going dress shopping on the 5th, February 5th, 9 a.m. Hey girl, have the best time dress shopping today. This is a list of things to bring. It's super beneficial. Scheduling, if you take nothing away from this presentation, scheduling your emails ahead of time is a game changer. But also, when you network with someone, right, and you're making a note on their card, Hannah just recently went through a rebrand. Yes, rebrand. You have your upcoming event coming up. Maybe someone's going through a website launch. Maybe you just booked a big corporate order and you're making 5,000 koozies for Globe Life Park, right? And that event is coming up on February, I don't know why February 5th is in my head, February 5th. I'm gonna follow up with you after meeting at the event. Hey, Crystal, it was great meeting you. I would love to talk to you about your promotional materials. Let's get virtual coffee sometimes. A virtual coffee link via Zoom is super helpful. You could have 30 minutes for coffee. Sometimes I send a Starbucks gift card for $10 or $5 before our virtual coffee meet. I live in Denton and a lot of the wedding specific events are in Dallas and McKinney. And I mean, I'm blocking off 5 hours to attend this luncheon. So sometimes I opt for virtual coffee. I prefer in person myself, but it works. It definitely works. And then what I'm gonna do, send my follow-up email to Crystal, telling her it was nice meeting her. And then on February 4th, I'm gonna schedule an email to go out to say, oh my gosh, your event at Globe Life Park is tomorrow. I just wanted to let you know that I'm thinking of you. And I hope that it goes so well. People respond all the time to my scheduled emails like, you are so sweet. And I have to scroll back and be like, what was it that they did? Because I don't remember, but it's taking an extra step and making valuing them as a person, what they do, what their business is. This is a happy birthday scheduled for February 13th. And I don't honestly know, I can't see it. I don't know if her birthday's that day, that weekend. We have an upcoming wedding there, but good morning, Sonia, happy birthday. She told me it was her birthday at our venue tour. I don't even know how many months ago. I've never worked with her before, but that's gonna make her day. That's gonna make her day. And that's just been in there, February 13th, 10 a.m. So if you take nothing away, scheduling emails is huge. Okay, network of 90. This is something that we learned at the real estate company. And I some of you I think have probably heard this before. And I go first, I'm being very transparent. I go through, okay, sweet. I go through phases where I do this very consistently, and I go through phases when I don't. And I can tell you that we are doing better as a business when I keep on top of this. So what we do is take a glass jar, a business card holder, a cup, something, and put it on your desk and put all the business cards. Every business card that you get here today for the next 2 weeks, every business card that you get at a networking event, right? Because everyone's going to sign up for a networking event after this, and put them in your jar. And every day when you get to your computer, take 3 from the front and send them an email. Send them a business article that you saw. Ask, say, hey, Heather, how are things going? Are people whitening their teeth for the New Year's? What is happening over there? I really got to go because I got some teeth staining. We got to make an appointment. We got to grab coffee and chat. Then I'm going to email the next person. Then I'm going to email the next person. And then I'm going to take those 3 business cards and put them in the back of the file, right? Or the back of the card slot. The next day I'm going to get to my computer and I'm going to email 3 more. And then I'm going to take those and put those in the back so that every 30 days, 30 to 60, depending on how many, network of 90, but honestly, I have a lot more than 90 business cards, but I'm constantly staying top of mind. I'm constantly emailing them, and I don't need to remember, oh shoot, I have to email this person. I'm literally picking up 3 business cards. And sometimes I'm like, no, I don't know if I'm going to email that person today. Which that's not the rule in corporate. That was not the rule, but I'm making my own rules. I pick and choose who I want, but 3 days, every day, Monday through Friday, I'm emailing 3 people. I'm staying top of mind. I'm letting them know, hey, how's it going? I hope you're having a great start to the new year. What resolutions do you have? What are you looking for in your business right now? How can I help you specifically? Okay, today is your opportunity to build the tomorrow that you want. So again, I will just end as we're wrapping up. I feel like all of us, is there anyone here in this room that does not want to make more money? Or have more time, right? I talked at the beginning, I value my time so much than when I first started my business. And I'm learning as I go, right? I've never owned a business before. Okay, I'm learning as I go, but I want to make the most of my time. So when I go to an event, I want to get the most out of that event. I want to make genuine connections. I want to follow up. I want to be diligent about the relationships I'm making and pour fuel on the fire of the ones that I really feel connected with, the people that I really feel connected with. And that's how I'm going to grow my business. A lot of us, we can level up and scale together. And that is it. So get out there, team, and grow your business. Question?
Yeah. All right, 1 second, let me kind of do I'm the master of ceremonies and, all right. So the way we do it is we'll do an online question and then a virtual question. So Kimberly, do we have any online questions? You're muted.
We do have one. What do you say in your emails that you the people that there's just no connection between your company and what they do
Okay, this
on your
probably,
network of 90?
okay, I would not email them.
Oh, okay. That's a great answer.
I don't mean that in a negative way. I might follow up and say, hey, it was really great meeting you at the TWRISE breakfast. I'm really excited for what's to come for your business in 2023. Send. I would not, if I don't feel like, again, my time is very valuable. All of our time is valuable. It's the one thing that all of us have the same amount in the day. We don't get more. So I would send an email so that I've done my follow-up, but I don't think I would actively try to pursue. If you didn't feel like it was a valuable conversation, I don't think I would send a virtual coffee link or invite them to the next networking event. You'll likely see them again. A lot of us are in similar circles, right? We're at the chamber of Wake Up Wednesdays. We're at the Point Bank breakfast. Like, maybe the connection isn't there now, but maybe it will grow.
Yeah, and I think by doing even just that one initial follow-up leaves a good taste in their mouth,
Yes.
right? So then
Yes.
if they were looking for a wedding, they might remember you.
Yes.
Right, yeah. So do we have a question in here? Maylin?
Yes, so it can be a little bit awkward or nervous when meeting new people, right? And so sometimes that can make us lose track of our thoughts or slip up in what we say. What would you recommend on like how to best handle that discomfort when meeting new people?
Yeah, no, I will say like practice. I think for sure we do a lot of bridal shows as far as the weddings, and sometimes, like I said, all the conversations don't go well. I'm like, I trip up over my words, but I think being authentic, if I don't remember someone's name, I'm like, oh my gosh, I know I've seen you. What is your name? What is it? I try to be as authentic as possible. So I don't know if I have necessarily a tip, but it's every time you're going to get better. You're going to learn it. Okay, that didn't go well, or that's start of the conversation didn't go well. So keep going and keep trying, and go with a friend. I would say grab a friend and go with a friend. When someone's new on our team to networking, I'm like, hey, I just want you to come, and I'm going to be like, hey, this is Annika. She's newer to our team, and Annika's just going to be quiet and listen, right? She can jump in if she needs, but she's going to hear how I talk, how I say things. And then I'll be like, okay, perfect. Now, do you want to try that? Do you want to go walk up to someone? Everyone has different, but I would say just practice for sure.
Kimberly?
Yes. What tools do you use to research companies beforehand, such as LinkedIn or alumni networks? This person is asking because they're also new to Texas and building their network.
No, I love it. So like I know the Chamber of Commerce has a directory where you can see all the businesses, the women in business, like the WeBank organizations that I was talking about. You can go right to they're awesome. They have the business and the email. So if I'm registered as far as like CM Promotions, it's going to say email Cindy Thurk at cindy@cmpromotions.co, and I'm going to be able to email there. I don't know if I don't reach out to them prior to that, but a lot of them will have rosters so I can review their websites, see what they do. Do I want to get connected with someone in time management? Do I want a fitness coach? Like review their websites, read the about me section, and then know, okay, perfect. When I get to the event, I want to talk to Kelly. I'm really looking for a New Year's resolution, trying to get ready for Jamaica in July, and I really want to talk to Kelly. So like looking online, looking on their website, reading about their bios and getting to know them, I think would be the way I would go about it.
I know you mentioned having like a Rolodex of business cards, like physically, right?
Yes.
But now that everything's kind of turning digital and a lot of people are using QR codes and Mingle, and so I have a lot of contacts on my phone. So do you have a way of recommending how we stay in touch with those people? when they're
Yes,
working
no,
with-
that's a great idea. I have an Excel sheet as well of the people. I do it for wedding vendors specifically, but you could do it for anyone that have like, when is the last time I've seen them? When have I sent a follow-up, like a Starbucks gift card or like holiday? A lot of, if you're working with the same consistent clientele, a lot of people have done holiday gifts. So sometimes if I just have their contact, or some people don't give out business cards. Like I know that there's a couple people that don't, I do, but they're like, oh, no, I'll follow up with you. You know, so then I'm like, okay, perfect. Well, I know this person is not gonna, I have to reach out to him or he has to reach out to me, vice versa. So maybe an Excel sheet with a little marking or set a reminder. I know we use Google for everything. So Google Drive, Google Mail, Google everything. And we have what's called tasks. So we do it for our team. So like, on this day, Annie has to post a reel. Our branding website form is due by the 13th. Everything's on a task. So you could put it as a reminder, follow up with 3 people from your phone. You know, I'm also a big voice texter as well. So if I'm big, I don't know if that's like, if I'm thinking of it, I mean, I do that for my friends, for my family, for anyone, but if there's people in like, hey, I'm thinking of you today, or someone has a quick question, sometimes it's easier for me to voice text my response and explain it. And then I feel like they get to hear my voice, it's personal, and they're like, wow, she took time to go ahead and explain this to me. When in reality, I was like, I was walking my dog, so I didn't have time to text you back, but that's easier for me. That's how I would prefer it. And then I feel like you're taking the extra time and step to give them the answer to the question that they need. Kimberly?
Do you have a system for organizing virtual cards? I need the answer to this one.
Oh God. Maybe an Excel, I don't know, I would be curious if anybody else does that. An Excel sheet, I think would be, or a Google sheet maybe is what we would use, would be the most beneficial. A lot of times the virtual cards for me, like a Popple or whatever it is, I scan the code and that automatically adds that person to my phone. So people in my phone say like, Amanda Allison, Hawthorne Hills. Like, it's not just gonna say Jessica, like Jessica, oh gosh, who is Jessica? It's gonna be their first and last name. And sometimes I try to add a picture, but then I feel weird. Like, let me just take a picture of you. Hey, I'm my authentic self, you know, but if you link it, like people in Google have their pictures, right? So in Gmail, you can see my picture. So when someone emails me or I email them, you can see my picture. So I think for sure, the Excel sheet, if you wanted to have them on your computer, I also have everyone by company. So in my iPhone, I can search Vestal's Catering. And I'll get Shelby's number or Erica's number or like 3 different people that are all part of this catering company that I'm trying to contact. And then I'll know from there who I need to reach out to.
Yeah, I think it's about figuring out the best way that works for you and then
exactly,
doing that.
exactly, yeah.
So one more question in here and then we'll wrap it up. Anybody?
I've got one.
There's one over here,
Okay.
yeah.
I'm curious to know what you did in the beginning, because I'm kind of at the stage probably where you found yourself, where I'm doing the bulk of my work. I have 2 part-time employees. I run a bakery, so we do a lot of wedding cakes. Venues are all over the Metroplex.
Yes.
So how do you find the time to go and meet with them, go to this open house, also be working on the orders, training employees? How did you get out and do that stuff when you were still smaller?
Yes. Okay. So my quick answer is I feel like I was in the hustle stage of my business, and I might have talked about this. There's going to be ebbs and flows of your business, but when I got started, I was like, failure is not an option for me. I do not have a job here. I started this business to bring in an income. I know I need to make this work. So I went to every networking event you could imagine. I went to morning ones and evening ones, and then I started to find my footing and be like, okay, I really like this group of people, or I really like this event. And I started doubling down on that group rather than trying to go to everything. But at the beginning, when you're just figuring it out, I went to every event. And some events I would leave and be like, oh, or has anyone ever gone to an event where there's like 4 people? Okay, like that happens. It's totally fine. You can have a genuine connection still, but I'm like, oh no, I want to go to an event where there's like a lot. I want a room full of people we can connect after this because there's a lot of wedding specific groups that have been really, really helpful for me. So anyone in your industry that whether you're like, there's a lot of real estate groups, there's a lot of online membership, if you're doing an online subscription or a membership course. So trying to find a group that's honed in on your specific like field of work, I think, but it's a lot of hours. That's the short answer, I feel like. But it's gonna be, someone just recently said a quote about bamboo. They talked about, this is how I feel like we're in our growth. For the first 4 years, bamboo like barely grows. You can barely see it. It's like kind of growing, and then it hits year 5 and it's like, boom, it is doubling year over year and growing, and you like can't keep up. And that's kind of how I feel like. So it will happen 100%. Just keep at it. And again, you're doing more than a lot of people that aren't here networking right now. You know what I'm saying? And making connections.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Cindy. That was fantastic. I don't know about you. I'm not the world's best networker. Tracy will tell you. I always hang with her. But I thought all of that was very, very applicable, very easy to do. And we just want to give you a small token of our appreciation to just say thank you for speaking. And also, Cindy has just she's always sitting.
Yes,
women
I'm usually
that she
sitting
meets
right
here.
there.
Yeah, she's also part of our Accelerate Her cohort in Denton. So it's just been fantastic to see you grow. We love watching you on Instagram.
Yes. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. I will just say my final thing, just like a fun fact, because is Tracy still on here?
I don't know. She could be.
So Tracy worked when I first moved here and opened my business. Tracy worked at the Small Business Development Center before she came to TWU. And I remember being like, I have to file for an LLC and all of these paperwork. And maybe it's the reason I started my business was A, because of spite, and B, because the Denton community was like, oh my God, of course you can do it. Yes, go do it. Contact this person, go reach out to this person. A Small Business Development Center has been instrumental. This organization right here, there's so many resources available at your fingertips. You just have to get out there and take advantage of them, right? So if Tracy's listening, thank you.
Yeah, awesome. And, you know, just as a reminder, if you need something and you're not sure where to go, you're not sure, you know, you need to be connected to a resource, always either send us an email at cwe@twu.edu or give us a call, and we'll get you plugged in. We'll put you with our business advisor. We'll send you out whatever you need to do, whatever you need, okay? So really quick, before we let our virtual audience go, just a couple of events that we have coming up. Our February WomenRISE is February 14th. It's Valentine's Day, so come and show your love. So we are excited to have Johanna Thomas. She's from Strategic Security Solutions about negotiating, cleaning up a dirty game. So negotiating is something that has been, when we ask people what topics they would like to hear, that's one of them that we get quite often. So we'll have that one next, February 14th. Sorry, I'm like, it's like, this is the first event of the new year. So we didn't get even to say that. So, and then save the date. So March 8th and 9th, we are bringing back our free headshot event up here. We do free headshots. We'll send out more information about that. For those of you in Houston, Kimberly and I are working on getting something planned for you guys. I know that's something that that our Houston community has asked for a lot, and we want to be able to accommodate you for that. So there'll be more details about that, but go ahead and mark those on your calendar, the 8th and the 9th. And so what we'll do is we'll go ahead and Kimberly, I will make you the host. I'll stop sharing us, stop recording, and then we can finish up in here in just 1 second.
Hello. I think we still have screen share up, but we'll have one more round of networking. I'm gonna add that very quickly because I know people other commitments